Hey man, who the fuck is?
Shell. Sheldon, aka Shell, aka Shell Shots. I'm from Charlotte, NC, born and raised. It was rough. I had my rough patches growing up, but I was a good kid. I tried to be good, uh, stay out of trouble, just stay out the way and focus on, you know, whatever had to be done. Uh, Responsibility kind of hit me at a young age, so it kind of helped me as I got older. Just taking care of shit, making sure, you know, priorities was straight, and getting done, and just stuff like that. Really. The first biggest artist I shot was probably Gunna. I think Gunna was the first biggest artist I shot. And then that was at South Carolina State University homecoming. My favorite person that I shot was probably, I would have to say Wayne. I would have to say Lil Wayne was my favorite person I shot. Because growing up, he's the GOAT to me. Well, he's one of the GOATs to me. Jay-Z's the GOAT to me, and then Lil Wayne after. So I had to say Lil Wayne was, the favorite person I shot, just because growing up, that's who I listened to, growing up. That's what I grew up on, was Lil Wayne, all his classic mixtapes and albums. So he would have to be my favorite person that I had shot growing up. That I had shot. So yeah. The most lit concert I ever shot would probably have to be the Baby's concert. Yep, and that was actually the first concert I had shot. Was his concert. That was the first concert I ever shot at, but that was the most lit concert. And I think it was just so lit because he's a Charlotte artist and it was in Charlotte, so everybody came out and really showed out just for him, just to show their support for him and shit. So it was really lit. And it was also lit because it was a big ass fight at the end of it, so it made it even more lit. But yeah, that was probably the most lit concert. Just cheese, bacon, and ketchup. Probably GTA. It's a toss up between GTA and the throwback ESPN 2K basketball games. Yeah. I don't really like the word competition because I feel like it's more so used in like a negative sense. Like when people say, you competing with somebody, I feel like it really takes away from what one person is doing versus the other. So people don't really just look at everything that you're doing or the other person is doing. It's more so like whoever, like just a random person thinks is better. So it's a lot of factors that goes in with when people are like, oh, this person is better than that person as far as competition as a whole. But I feel like there's a lot of dope people in the city. A lot of different creatives, photographers, designers, musicians. So, the competition is very wide just because there's a lot of people that's kind of doing the same stuff. So the competition is always going to be there. It don't really matter where you move to. You're never going to be the only person doing something. So there's always going to be competition. But the main thing is to don't focus on the competition. Focus on yourself. Do what you need to do, and then just grind, stay at it, stay consistent, and you'll get to wherever you feel like you need to be. You'll get there over time. Okay, All Angle Charlotte is a platform I created for creatives, mainly just photographers right now. but it's basically to help people get into like, you know, music concerts and stuff. Because being a photographer, you have to be, you know, supported through a publication to be able to shoot at concerts. So that can be hard as a photographer that's, you know, beginning out or that don't really have the concert or music photography experience to back themselves with getting into stuff. So I created it as a platform to help other photographers be able to get in and shoot at music concerts. But eventually I want to turn it into something that all types of creatives in Charlotte and surrounding areas can use to, you know, promote their self, promote their brand, and just kind of get their name and their work out there. And that's really, you know, my whole goal with all of this is, it's not just to help myself, it's to help, you know, other people in just the city of Charlotte, because that's really what I want to do. Just to help, you know, any way I can. One artist I really want to shoot would have to be Lil Uzi. Would have to be Uzi. But if somebody asked me, if somebody told me I could only shoot one more artist and I would have to be done shooting artists, I would have to shoot Jay-Z. Just because Jay-Z is the GOAT to me as far as music. So I feel like I definitely have to shoot Jay-Z. But Uzi's an artist I definitely have on my list. And I got a pretty long list, but I definitely have to put Uzi at the top of that list. Uzi and Jay-Z. I don't really know, man. I got a bunch of ideas, but you know, I always have a bunch of ideas, but it's sometimes I'm kind of like, I get distracted easily, so I don't really follow through on all those ideas. But I'm just gonna stay at it, you know, just do what I do, try to get better at my craft, you know, become better as a person, better myself as a whole, and just see where it can take me. That's really all you can do for anybody out there, just, you know, doing something. You just gotta stay at it, you know, stay consistent with it, and make sure you always getting better at whatever you're doing. You can never, you know, you can never be perfect. You can always be better. So that's really just what you gotta do to get, you know, to get to that next level and to get, you know, be successful. Really, is just stay consistent and just get better. And this is Shell. You watching Zebo TV. Tap the fucking.
Zebo TV, North Carolina. Yeah.